Hey, it's Danny Simone, aka the Mystic Model, bringing you your Tarot Tuesday guidance for the week ahead. All right, water signs for the week ahead. You have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So for some of you, look, you have been through it. You are tired of people's bullshit. Okay. You are on guard. You need to defend yourself. For some of you, you've had to set some strong boundaries. All right. Now, your spidey senses may be tingling here this week. You might be sensing someone encroaching upon your space. Okay, because there is somebody that's either thinking about you heavily or they're actually going to be approaching you soon. I will say for some of you, it might not be the person you think. There could be something good that's coming in, and this is my PTSD card. So some of you might be kind of worst case scenario thinking, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be really bad. But that might just be your trauma talking. So that may be something you need to consider addressing as well in some capacity through some self reflection, through some, doing the inner work, maybe getting into some self help books, workbooks, working with a therapist or something like that. But there is a need to work through what appears to be some trust issues on your end, water signs, where maybe you're not trusting in others, not trusting in life, to kind of take care of you. And you have a reason. As mentioned, there could have been some serious trauma you faced in your life at some point. But there's a need to start unpacking some of that, start healing some of that, because some of you need to shift into this energy where you're starting to expect the best case scenario. So maybe that's something, a little activity you want to try for yourself. Actually, one of my homegirls, Alan, she put me onto this. So okay, so consider whatever it is you're worried about or fearful of. I want you to write out the worst case scenarios, which you've already been thinking about with the Nine of Wands. And I also want you to write out the best case scenarios, like what is the best possible outcome that could happen. Okay. And just give your brain a chance to focus and almost rewire itself to start looking for the positive a little more. But this is something I know it takes a lot to work through, but you guys got this. If anybody's committed to doing the work and healing, it's you, water signs. Okay. So y'all heal, do y'all thing. Fire signs, your energy for the week ahead is the Eight of Cups. Okay. So there's something that you are walking away from. Now, for many of you, I'm sensing this is more internal stuff, maybe an old behavior that you've outgrown, maybe old habits, a lifestyle that no longer resonates with you. There could even be some sort of emotional baggage that you're releasing here as well that's going to free up some space for you to attain the true happiness and fulfillment that you desire. The Eight of Cups can suggest that you've moved away from a situation that may have been a little deceptive, or it wasn't all that it you thought it was cracked up to be. Okay, it's kind of walking away from all that glitters isn't gold type of energy here. So you're on the pursuit for true happiness and fulfillment. So some of you may have even decided to, I don't know, leave behind certain aspirations or desires that you once had, like, I don't know, to be like rich and famous and all these things. I'm getting some of you might want a more simple life. um this Nine of Cups is eventually going to get to that Ten of Cups, which is having like a nice happy family life potentially for those of you that are considering that, or just prioritizing your connections a little more. There's something about the emotions for you, fire signs. Maybe you're feeling a little more sentimental with it being a water sign season. So you're in that space where you're really wanting to focus on, like, wait, what really does make me happy, like on a heart and soul level. Now, for fire signs, I do feel like there's going to be something coming full circle for you around the full moon in Virgo, which I believe it's on February the 3rd. Look it up. Don't quote me. But there could be something with whatever you're walking away from. Maybe you get confirmation of it around that full moon. Like, wow, I'm glad I did this. Now, I will say for some of you, this could be someone that you're walking away from. Okay. An environment that you're leaving, maybe a work environment, a home you're leaving behind, right? And same thing, something about the full moon where maybe you look back and you're like, okay, like I made the right decision. Now, I will say for some, this can definitely be the spin the block type of card where someone walked away, distanced themselves, went on their own little journey, and now they're wanting to come back around here. There's no cup spilled, there's no beef. So I will say, this can be any kind of situation. Maybe a friend kind of had to go through their own process, their own healing stuff, and you haven't heard from them in a while. And they're going to be popping back up on the scene, right? For some of you, maybe it was like a relationship that never really got off the ground. Maybe it was something new. You were getting to know someone, and then who knows? Maybe they had life shit go on. So, hey, they could be coming back around. For some of you, this could be an old boss. Hey, we need you. Like everything has fallen to shit since you've left, So, hey, it'll be a nice little ego stroke for you. But nonetheless, it's all about making decisions that are centered around your joy, contentment, and fulfillment. All right, fire signs, take care. Earth signs, your energy for the week ahead is the star. Come on, baby. Shine that beautiful light of yours. Many of you are in the spotlight here this week. You're getting some sort of recognition, or at least you're being invited to come out of the shadows, to show the world what you've got. This is about embracing what makes you unique, what makes you different. Everybody has that star quality about them. So this is your time to shine, my earth signs. This may be a week where you're getting recognition, a promotion, a shout out from somebody really important. Maybe you're going viral on social media. Maybe you're just out and about, and I'm hearing like someone calling you superstar or something like that. It's just like you've got that essence, that glow about you here this week, earth signs, where you're just magnetizing people. Okay, so you definitely want to work with this energy. Now, this is also about just being you, being true to you. That is what makes you shine the most. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't try to follow anyone else's formula or strategy. This is about paving your own lane and, creating your own stardom here. I'm getting for some of you, you might be even starting a movement of some sort where there's going to be other people, like-minded people coming together. So there could be some sort of community building that you're doing at this time, in person, online. But it's really beautiful. It seems to be a very healing space or experience for many, and something that is going to further elevate you along your destiny and the unfolding of that. For some of you, I don't know if you feel like you resonate with being like a star seed or from a different galaxy dimension or something like that. Okay. Look, where you just got special powers and knowledge and access to things that most of us don't. So work with that, right? Share that. You've got I'm like hearing codes or something. You've got things like cheat codes and things you can share with people to, make their lives easier and better and more satisfying. All right. To make a wish fulfilled life. That's what the star card is. So, some of you could have a wish of some sort coming true for you here this week. So congratulations in advance. But this is a beautiful energy. Take your time to heal, to rest here as well. For many of you, you're integrating some wisdom that you're receiving from higher intelligence here this week. And you'll be, sharing that. I'm getting some of you are channelers, mediums of some sort. You could even channel through your creativity as well. So you might be an artist of some sort, but very beautiful energy, earth signs. If this resonated at all, make sure to leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, take care. Bye. Air signs, your energy for the week ahead is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, baby. So we got some good luck here for you this week. a lucky break for some of you that have been feeling stuck and in a slump here. All right, it looks like things are going to be turning around in your favor. Now, also with the Wheel of Fortune, we have to consider there may be some sort of cycle or pattern of some sort that you're breaking out of. This can be some sort of thing that's felt like, oh, this like kind of karmic thing that, maybe for some of you, it's debt. You are always in debt. Or for others of you, you're always attracted to people that are emotionally unavailable, or you always end up friends with somebody that's jealous of you or something like that. Okay. You always dot, dot, dot. So whatever that always is for you, I need you to really re-examine that. Okay. I need you to unpack that. Like, where is this pattern coming from? Where is the root of this coming from? Ask that question, out loud, and see, what wisdom comes from that, from your own intuition, or maybe from your guides, whoever it is you connect with. I'm hearing cycle breaker. Okay. So this is the role that many of you are playing within your family as well, breaking like those generational cycles here. For some of you, I get with like the way that you eat. Okay. So some of you might be very much into nutrition and your health and your fitness and stuff like that, and wanting to establish healthier habits within your family. So that's really powerful stuff that you're doing there. Whatever the changes are that you're making here are aligning you with your highest timeline here, with your highest destiny. So, with that, it's just like the opportunities that come with that, the relationships, the connections that come with that, just the energy that comes with that is just going to be so just high vibe, radiant, just flourishing. Like, look, you popping here, okay? And it's because you are the cycle breaker that you get to experience this next level. You guys are leveling up. That's definitely let's just call it that. It's level up season, air sign. So look, let's get it. All right, y'all. So let's get into what I like to call story time tarot reading. So I am going to read all of the 4 cards that I pull for the reading as a singular storyline. So get in where you fit in. It might be a story, it might not be. These are general readings anyway, so don't get your panties in a wad. You can always book a personal reading with me. Okay, that information is below in the description. And I got a sale going on, 20% off, okay, through Friday. So make sure to tap in because that sale is going to be gone. So let's get into it. We're starting off with the 9 of Wands. Okay. So this is an energy of feeling a bit wounded, battered. Life sucks. Things have been hard. What the F is going on? All right. This is that kind of energy. And everybody need to back up off me. Like, I don't trust nobody. Like, I don't trust life right now. I'm just so tired. Okay. So this is that vibe that somebody watching this has been in. You've been working really hard, maybe not seeing the payoff that you would like to either. I'm sorry. I know that can feel very defeating, but you are a warrior, baby, and you gonna push on. You gonna push through. That's what this card is all about. This is the wounded warrior. And keep in mind, in astrology here this week, we've got Chiron, the wounded warrior, conjunct the North Node of destiny in Aries. Okay. So this is a week where you can triumph over things that have been a challenge, have been a sore spot for you. So this is a week where some of you are confronting whatever that sore spot has been. And you're like, look, this isn't going to be something that holds me back anymore. 8 of Cups. I'm ready to move on from this. I'm ready to release this baggage. Okay. This is really the 10 of Wands that makes me think of Bag Lady by Erykah Badu, but this kind of, gives me a little similar vibes too. So, listen to that song if you're not familiar, to gain some awareness of what that's about. Okay. But yes, you are walking away. And the upcoming full moon in Virgo is going to be very healing for you. It's going to be like a culminating type of, I'm hearing a healing balm over what is coming up for you here, like in this upcoming week. with the Eight of Cups, that Nine of Wands, like I said, where you're confronting maybe some of your demons, right? Your ghosts, the skeletons in your closet, whatever you want to call it. You're confronting those things. But for many of you, you're confronting and you're forgiving. You're processing. Maybe you got to cry it out. Maybe some of you, if you're feeling like a bit angry or frustrated, maybe you need to get it out. Go to a rage room or something, or I don't know, punch a pillow or some shit. Also, another great technique that I learned from a therapist is to put your hands up against a wall and push as hard as you can against the wall. I tried this technique one time when I was like really kind of what I like to call exercising some demons here. Nine of Wands. We're doing this shadow work here. But yeah, like I did that and it really helps. It's amazing because I'm like, I'm ready to punch somebody in the face, but instead of doing that, I'm just gonna go push this wall. Okay. So some of y'all, that's a part of healing too, on a somatic level, on a physical level. Healing doesn't just take place on an emotional and mental, spiritual level. It also takes place on a physical level. We need to support our healing on that physical level. So that is a way that some of you can do that. Like I said, through just different techniques, through dancing, go take a walk. This person here, they're literally taking a walk, a journey. Some of you might want to go on a hike for the full moon. I think that could be something that is very very therapeutic for you, maybe even very revealing. The full moon can be a time where your intuition is heightened. So you may receive some sort of messages, from your spirit guides, that are really helping you to move forward. And this is moving forward in peace as well. This isn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so mad, I have to move on or leave this behind. Like, no, there's a readiness in you walking away from this Eight of Cups. And I love that for you because what you're walking towards is your destiny. What's really meant for you, this higher quality of life where you're not meant to just be living in fear and closed off from people and opportunities and just closed off from life itself. You're meant to be out here glowing, shining, abundant, flourishing. And that's what you're headed towards. This is a very deep healing, a soul level healing that's taking place for you with this star energy. Some of you, once again, being out in nature seems to be really important. Maybe in this upcoming week, to spend some time outside. Some of you, if you're near a natural body of water, definitely enjoying the scenery, just kind of like sitting in it, taking it all in. For some of you, this could be taking a spiritual bath. That may be what you're needing to do here if you don't have access to the rivers or the ocean or something like that. There's other ways that you can work with the elements of nature to facilitate in your healing process. For some of you, this star energy is about you being seen. This is the wound that is being healed. Maybe, okay, I'm getting a lot. Whoa, that was a lot, Spirit. Don't blast me, okay? Okay, I'm getting a lot. So I'm getting, for some of you, when you were younger and you were seen, you were naturally someone that was in your star energy, but people like made fun of you, they teased you, they criticized you, might got bullied, people called you a weirdo or some shit, you freak, like fucking, you know, you, you were like way ahead of your time. You were being yourself before it was cool to be yourself. And I get like when you were younger, like in, I don't know, middle school, high school or some shit, where everybody at that point, they're trying to fit in and you were like, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna be me. But you did experience a bit of scrutiny, maybe a little bit of persecution. Maybe people didn't want to hang out with you or something. Okay. That this is something that you're healing. Now I'm getting the flip side of this as well, where some of you haven't known your star power. Like, I feel like you know it. You do know it on a soul level. You don't own it on an ego level, though. You're too humble, too fucking humble. Because wow, you are so gifted. In many ways is what I'm sensing too. But you're just so like, I might. No, boo. I'm talking about boo to your attitude. It stinks. Like, change it. That was so harsh. I'm so sorry. I'm talking to myself, y'all. For number two, like that's in group two, I'm a part of number two. Okay. So yes, boo to that stinking ass attitude. Cause baby, we a star out here. Everybody is a star, okay? Um, have I referenced this in this reading? I don't know. It's Black History Month. There's a song, Every N Word is a Star. Okay, so tap into it. Tap into your star power. For those of you in that second group, that, like I said, you have had skills and gifts and talents. You've been too shy. You've been too humble. You've been too scared, too timid. Because you fear, like, for some of you, maybe you did have a bad experience, where it's like, oh man, like I didn't do a good job with that, or you choked, or whatever the case may be. And then you was just like, okay, I'm never doing that again. So I'm getting, some of you need to like be easy on yourself. You're too hard on yourself. This doesn't have to be a perfect process, or perfect journey. Nothing's perfect. You can make mistakes. Some of you need to make more room for error, okay, and get more comfortable making mistakes, maybe looking a little silly. And that's really just all in perspective, how you're looking at it. Oh, I look stupid, I messed up. Who said? Who said? Even that makes me think of, I I still need to watch this. I'm like, I feel so out of touch. But I'm not a sports person, so, and then I don't have cable, so I wasn't even sure how to. I'm like, where can I watch this? I just didn't care that much. But I heard the halftime performance was phenomenal. But I did hear that, I think Alicia Keys, her voice cracked at one point, and they edited that out, I guess, of the video, where you can go and watch the performance again. I don't know, people said it was still in there, but it didn't sound as harsh as it did when she was performing live. But it's stuff like that, like, that makes us feel like, oh my gosh, we can't ever mess up, like, we got to cover it up and make it seem perfect. So the fuck what, your voice cracked? Like, so the fuck what, you missed the dance move or some shit, or so the fuck what, like, the people didn't like your painting or your song, or they didn't like your outfit. Who cares? Like, we spend so much time just trying to appear perfect when none of us are perfect. None of us are. I think we need to spend more time just being real, like embracing our fucking our mistakes, quote unquote, or our shortcomings, or oops, shit, my voice cracked. Wow. Yeah, I'm a fucking singer, a famous singer, and my voice cracks sometimes. Who the fuck? I'm human. Like, look, I'm sure, look, I don't know, y'all get a little crazy when we mention um the mother of all mothers, because look, she's my mother too. But I'm sure Beyonce's voice has cracked at some point in her life. Okay, guys, like, maybe we just haven't heard it, but shit, it happens. So whatever it is that you do, maybe you're not singing, but it's something that you do, and it's okay to like mess up. You Some mistakes are just a fluke. It's just a fluke. It's just like, whatever. Like, because I think sometimes we overthink a mistake sometimes too. And it's like, okay, well, like, what can I do to avoid this from ever happening again? Shit, your voice might crack again. And what? You didn't drink enough water. Oh, well. Okay. So maybe that's what you learned, though. The lesson you learned, maybe the right concoction that you need to drink. I don't know why I keep thinking about singing or something, but this is just the analogy that I'm using here. Okay. But yes, as I was saying, for those of you in group number two, get it together. Okay. You got this star power. This is what you're needing to change, is the way that you look at yourself, the way that you think about yourself, the way that you speak about yourself, the way that you move just throughout this motherfucking life. Okay. The way that you speak on your passions here as well, and the things that are meaningful to you, the things that bring you a sense of purpose in your life. Like, this is somebody moving in their purpose, okay? Moving with a sense of authority, moving with a sense of, I was made for this. Like, I was literally, like, God created me to do this. So I almost have no choice but to do it. And that might be how some of y'all need to start looking at the shit. Like, I ain't got no choice. God said I got to do this. God said I had to sing. God said I had to dance. God said I had to be a movie producer. God said I had to be a best-selling author. God said I had to go start my own business. God said I had to break away from my family of origin and go start my own family and create a healthier family dynamic. God said, whatever the fuck God said to you. Okay? I'm not finna tell you what God said to you because I don't know that. You know that. All right? Like, I might sometimes get a little, I just be putting out random shit, really. So change it. Okay. So we are changing, like, we are breaking cycles. We are the cycle breakers. Okay. Like, I know, this was the air sign card, but in this storyline reading, this everybody card. Okay. And look, we're the cycle breakers, right? Breaking these funky ass patterns and stuff so we can go and live our best life, out here glowing and growing, as I like to say. But yes, like this is putting you on that highest timeline where I hear life just keeps on getting better and better. It's so crazy. And it's not to say I don't want to, woo woo magical thinking you to death that, oh, there's never going to be another challenge in life or misfortunes don't happen, things that are out of our control. But the way your mindset has shifted, it's not going to take you out the way that it used to. Okay. It'll still be hard. Yeah, shit, it'll still hurt. But once again, it's not going to take you out and back into this 9 of Wands where, like I said, you ain't in it. You ain't in something. You're not in it. You're not, it's like you're not trusting in life. For some of you, it's love. You don't trust in love. You don't trust in people, friends. Shit, you don't trust that shit. You can take care of yourself, your needs. It's just so many things. What are you mistrusting of? That's the big question you want to ask yourself too this week. What are you mistrusting of? Why? And why? Getting to the roots, asking those questions. Where's the root of this? It's usually in your childhood. Okay, more often than not, it's something in your childhood. You need to go back, and heal that. Address that. Change that. Change that narrative. Change the way you talk about it. That old experience. This isn't spiritual bypassing. It's not. Like when you're really doing the work and making the changes, that old shit you went through, you're gonna start talking about it different. It's not gonna be as much heaviness behind it. Like it's not gonna be so much of that, oh, why me behind it. No. I'm be like, yeah, that shit happened. Yeah, it sucked. But it also made me better. Like, or it also put me on this path to do this. Many of you're just gonna be so goddamn inspirational and motivational to like so many people you don't even know. Like the star isn't necessarily about being famous. I mean, you could be famous in your community. I'm hood famous. Whatever you want to call it, right? You famous on your platform, on your social media. Consider the people that are interested in your life. Don't nobody got to be interested in anything you got going on, but there's people that want to know, girl, what you got going on, what you eating, what you wearing, how you do your makeup, what for me, what tarot decks you using, like what spells you be doing, like people want to know. They want to know about you too, like if you're willing to come out and reveal yourself. Seriously, stop being a creep. No, I'm kidding. You're not being a creep. You've been healing and working through some things. But no, seriously, like people want to see you. People want to see you actually. They do. They want to see what you got going on. There's people that are waiting for someone just like you to pop out on the scene. Let me make sure because this thing be going out sometimes real random. Pop out on the scene one time. Let me see you. Because you are meant to change people's lives too. Like it's through the way that you show up that you activate other people, on their highest timeline as well. And I say that's some pretty damn good work to be doing, if I don't say so myself. Okay. So give yourself a little pat on the back. All right. For those of you watching this video, this is you. This your reading. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. I need to go eat me something. I'm hungry. But until next time, I hope this resonated. Leave me a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah. Okay, bye. Did you enjoy this read? Well, I'm going to need you to become an Instagram subscriber at The Mystic Model, where I post the extended weekly tarot scopes for each of the elements. I pull additional cards to see what your potential challenge is for the week ahead, your advice, as well as messages from your spirit guides. And it's only for $4.99 a month, okay? It's a deal, baby. And you get free access to my monthly Tarot Tuesday workshop, which we'll actually be getting into next Tuesday. So make sure to become a subscriber at The Mystic Model on Instagram to tap into the extended weekly tarot scopes. We're going to dive deeper into these energies. All right, let's go.